What's up? Black men have to manage their money with logic, not with emotions. I truly believe and just see, not even a belief, but I just see that there's so many times in the black community that you see a lot of black people, even within myself as an individual and my family and just people I've been around, we never managed our money with logic and common sense. We always used our money for a quick experience and to have fun in the short term. And I believe if you can afford that and it's logical and it makes sense to where you can afford to have fun, afford to buy things, you should. But I believe one of the reasons why the black community and a lot of black men are in places where we're in poverty, even if we may have a job, because I think that if you're smart and you're not going around having a lot of kids and being with a lot of women and wasting your money on distractions, I think that it's very achievable to make money and you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. I think one reason we oftentimes live paycheck to paycheck or we do struggle a lot of times it's because of you know, reasonable reasons, like, you know, if you have a family. But I think there's a lot of black people and a lot of black men out there, and I'm not just talking about specifically to single black men, but I'm more so saying that whenever you use money to advance yourself in life, not just in a way of just use it to just save your money or invest, but use your money in ways that's actually going to help you improve as a man and get somewhere as a black man. Because that's one thing I really don't like seeing. We oftentimes look at money like it's going to just get rid of all our problems or it's going to fix everything. Because when we get that paycheck or we get paid, we go straight into, man, I'm about to go and do this tonight. I'm about to go and have fun tonight. I'm about to waste my money on all the things that don't really matter. Even with my personal life, man, I've just seen that the reason I am where I am today is because I had a lack of stability, a lack of a plan, a lack of logic. I usually just spent my money whenever I felt like it. And, you know, if I felt some type of way and I wanted to go and do something, I just want to spend my money, right? And we all have to understand money, you can make money back, you know? But you usually don't want to have, like I've said in other videos, when you have money, you usually don't want to have this back and forth relationship with you constantly getting money and then constantly losing a lot of money. Usually, once you get a good bit of money, you want to keep it and grow it. And you never want to be in a place where you're unstable with money, right? And I think that me being a guy who hasn't made a whole bunch of money, there were plenty of times when I was younger, if I would have just stayed stable, had a plan, and kept my money coming in consistently and consistently used my money to improve myself and to advance myself, I would have never had money problems ever, or I would have never had money problems up until this moment in life. But it was because I had my emotions was inside of it. The money was coming and going, because your emotions, they come and go. You know, it's a up and down thing. You don't want your money to be a up and down thing. You usually don't want it to be doing that. You want to be able to have money you can take risks with, and then you want to have money that you can set aside that you know if something go down or, you know, a bad situation go down, you got everything you need, you good still. Right? And money is important, man. Like, it's important. If you're a black man out there, it's important for you to have a job. It's important for you to learn how to be an entrepreneur, in my opinion, because that's the future we're going towards, where black men specifically need to embrace that and learn how to make money in those more creative ways in life, not just being a worker and working for somebody, right? And in my life, I've been going down this path of trying to be an entrepreneur, trying to make money in a more creative way, and I've had a little bit of success from that. But that gave me a lot of confidence to understand that it's not that hard to make a lot of money, especially in a place like America, when you can, especially if you're single, and maybe it's a lot of people out there who have worse situations, but all I'm saying is it's possible for you to have money to take care of yourself and not stress. And in my community post, I remember I posted a video talking about It's not even a thing of wishing and dreaming and thinking that you're far away from your goals. Everything, in a way, is statistical. Stop thinking in your head that stuff just comes randomly and God randomly comes in and switches things over. I'm not saying that something randomly good can happen to you, but what I'm saying is you need to depend on what you have to do to get there. And a lot of times, things that separate us from our dreams is because we lack a plan. We lack using logic. We lack just basic discipline and consistency, because that's really all it takes for us to do good in life. It doesn't take much else than that. And a lot of people could try to be, you will see stuff on the internet like, oh no, you just have to be smart, or they try to bring like it's stuff like like things out of your control, right? But I want to like really tell you that it's consistency, it's hard work, and that's what gets you there. And I'm a person that severely struggles with trying to be disciplined, trying to be a person that's going to work hard and be logical. But I understand that that's really what separates you from getting to where you want to go. It's not that you're smart, or not that you're not smart. It's not that you're any of these things, right? There's people who are extremely smart or extremely intelligent, but they don't really have wisdom, which means they don't have guidance. They just do what they want to do. They don't care. They have no structure in their life. Then you can have a guy who's not that smart, but he had the right people around him. He knew that stuff took hard work, stuff took discipline, not mindless discipline, not mindless hard work, but hard work towards something that you want to be, towards somewhere you want to go, towards a life you want, right? And I wish when I was younger, even outside of making money, I wish I would have just embraced that. It's just that simple studying after school. It's just that simple working out, consistently. It's nothing crazy to having a good life, right? It's just consistently showing up for yourself. That's really all it is. It isn't something like you have to figure the key to life. The key to life, we all know the key to life. We live in an information age. The key to life is something that we all know as people. We all have that, we all know. But what stops us is when we think we can cheat the game and we don't have to work hard for anything, right? And I'm a person that just doesn't want to not be creative. I want to be creative, and I think that's one thing we lack. But don't take creativeness as something where you get to escape hard work. No, you still have to work hard. You still have to stay disciplined. You still have to believe in yourself and stay on track. So that's the thing I want us to embrace. Stay on track. Stay consistent. Do what you're supposed to do as far as staying aligned with your goals and your dreams. Because some things are not going to just fall into your lap, and some things aren't going to happen instantly for you. And I understand that. And in life, we just have to embrace that simpleness. Because it's really in the simpleness is where you get to where you want to go in life. And you can apply this to anything, man. Like if you're a guy out there and I also am trying to, embrace more of this and take action on more of these type of things. Like even when it comes to talking with women and finding a wife or a girlfriend, stop making things harder than what it is. Obviously improve yourself, take care of yourself. But if you want to get better with talking to girls, I'm just using another example that I think will really help a lot of guys. If you want to have a girlfriend or have a wife one day, just walk up and talk to girls. If you like her, you like how she look, make things simple for you. Stop making stuff harder than what it is. None of this stuff is harder than what it is. And I'm really talking to myself because I need to hear that. I need to hear and understand that there isn't rocket science behind having a good life. There isn't a rocket science behind it. You don't have to crack some type of code to have a good life. And that's the thing, man. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Peace out.